welcome to Rise and Shine. My name's Jen. Hopefully you're here, ready to go. You're nice and cozy and comfortable. You have your mat, you have any props you might think you might need. We don't need anything specific today. However, it's always great to have something available if you feel like you might need a little bit of extra room to stretch, or room to grow, or room to reach, or just something to just keep you nice and cozy with. So let's get started. In the position of your choice, as always. And we're going to spend 3 minutes breathing in, breathing out, doing nice, slow, deep breaths, and just getting into our headspace for a yoga class for the next 45 minutes. So, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, or in through your nose and out through your nose, or out through your mouth and in through your mouth. All right, let's take 5 more breaths. Let's come out of our position of choice, and we're going to come on to all fours. Having a little play here, rocking front to back, side to side, circles, whatever feels good to you right now. And then coming into some cat-cows, so arching that back up, and reversing that arch. It's back and forth, nice and slow with your breath. One more each direction. And then come to a nice neutral spine. All right, let's bring one foot back, lift it on up, and then we're gonna bring the opposite arm up, like you're shaking someone's hand. And then come on down, and switch to the other side. Toes are pointing down, thumbs pointing up. And switch back again. And switch. Other side. One more time each side. And then switch. Beautiful. Rock a little side to side. If you want to come off your wrists for a second, feel free. We're going to add on, we're going to do that motion, and then we're going to bring in the knee to the chest. So we're going to be out here, and then we're going to bring the knee in. So you can either have this arm up and bring that knee in to tap, or you can keep the other hand on the ground, whatever you feel more comfortable doing. But I want you to have a nice flat back. I don't want you to be arched unless we're arching. All right, so pick a leg, bring it back. If you're bringing that hand up, bring it up. And now we're going to arch in. And come back and reset. Other side. Hold it out. Come on in. And out. And reset. Other side. Up. Come in. Come out. And down. Come out. Lift that leg up. Bring the knee and elbow in. If you're doing that, come back out and down. Let's do one more each side. Come on out. Lift that hand, lift that foot. Come on in. Hold, hold, hold. Come on out and down. And last time, lift that leg and arm. Come on in. Hold, hold, hold. Come on out. And come on down. Beautiful. Let's bring those legs in front. Point those toes up to the ceiling. And we're just going to windshield wiper back and forth. Give us a couple seconds off those wrists. Point and flex those toes. And let's twist your seated. And the other way. Let's come back to the center. Bring one knee, hug that knee in, big squeeze. Turn and face one way. And turn and face the other way. Come back to the center. Bring that knee out to the side. Adjust so we're up nice and tall. There, now lean down towards this ankle. This foot. If you can reach, beautiful, great. If you can reach beyond it, beautiful, great. And if you can reach shorter, then that's totally fine too. Toes are up. All right, let's roll it up. And let's switch to the other side. Bring that other knee in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Toes are pointed up. Turn and face one way. And turn and face the other way. Come back to the center. Let's drop that ankle. Drop that knee to the side. Adjust the hips. I lift up and reset. And bring my hands down my leg towards that ankle, towards that foot. Beautiful. And come on up. Let's come back through tabletop, and we're going to go into a downward dog. So we're going to pedal here. Take a few seconds, get yourself aligned how you want to be. Do some play. Make sure you have enough room behind you to lift the legs behind you, because that's what we're doing next. Let's lift leg A and hold. Come on back in. Switch to leg B, behind. Come back in, 2 more each side. Kick back behind. And come in. Kick back behind. And come in. 1 more. Behind. And come in. Behind. And come in. Drop to your knees. Bring your hands behind you and drop that forehead down. Open those shoulder blades. And if you need to bring your knees apart for comfort, that's totally fine. We're going to take 5 nice, deep, slow breaths here. All right, nice and slow, roll it on up. So we're going to add to that downward dog. We're going to kick that leg back, and then we're going to bring that knee in like you did when we were in all 4s. So we're going to do 3 each side, and then we'll take another break. All right, so come back to our downward dog. Get situated. And let's bring one leg behind, and then bring that knee in, and bring that leg back down to the ground. Other leg up. Bring that knee in. Drop it down. Leg A. Bring it in. And drop it down. And B. Bring it in. Drop it down. 1 more. Out. In. And down. And out. And in. And down. And drop to those knees. This time your knees are super far. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Bring your forearms down to the mat. 5 slow breaths, and if you want a different position, go ahead. And roll it up. We have 1 more round in downward dog. We're going to kick the leg back. We're going to bring that knee in, and we're going to kick it back again and reset. So 3 each side with that, and then we'll move on, okay? So become your downward dog. All right, leg A. Kick it back. Come on in. Kick it back. Reset. Side B. Out, in, out, and down. A, back, in, back, and down. Side B. Out, in, out. Reset. Last time. Out, in, out, and down. Out, in, out, and down. Come on back. All right. Let's sit up nice and tall. Spinal twist. That may have been a lot on your wrists. That may have been a lot on your head if you feel the blood rush into your head. Switch sides. If you have like a cold or something something like that may be intense for you. And I want to be able to be honoring that. And at any point in time, come back to the center. Something that might be relatively easy for you on day A It may not be easy for you on D, E, F, or G. All depends what's going on the rest of the world, the rest of your life. All right, let's roll down to our belly. And take a second here. Bend those knees, and you know what to do. Windshield wiper back and forth. Pick a side and let those feet hang. This should feel nice. And other side. Come back to the center and let those legs release. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna squeeze the glutes and we're gonna lift the legs off the ground. Just a tiny little amount. So I'm coming up and back down. Once you get the routine down, I want you to look straight down to the mat, no twisting of the neck. We're gonna go for 20 of these, just one group of 20, okay? So I'm gonna look down to the ground, nice neutral spine. Look for 1 and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Beautiful. All right, let's come up to a sphinx and just kind of stretch out that back a little bit. Relax those glutes, and if you would just kind of rock side to side, that feels good. Just drop that head all the way down, stretching out the back of the neck. Really let it go. One more deep breath. All right, then come back to all fours, and we'll do a little thread the needle stretch. All right, so I'm going to take my arm. I'm going to lift it up, I'm going to look towards the sky, and I'm going to thread that arm through my armpit just, and then come down here on the ground. Relaxing as much of the rest of the body as you can. And then coming up. And let's switch over to the other side. So arm comes up. Bring that hand through. And bring that ear to the ground. All right, come on up. Release, and then just bring your legs out to the side and lay on your side. So we're gonna do some planks. So I'm gonna stick with doing my side planks on my knees today. That's where I feel like I wanna be. But if you want to have your legs out, spread wide, on top of each other, please feel free to do so. All right, so I am going to spread the weight as equally as I can amongst this whole forearm and hand. And I'm gonna come up and then we're gonna do 2 30-second holds on each side, okay? Let's lift up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Release. Let's roll on to the other side. Hopefully you are set up in a very similar way. Making sure, nice line here. We don't want it out to the side or in. All right, let's lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Drop it down. All right, shake it out. We're gonna go through one more time each side. I'm gonna grab a quick drink. This is a great time to do it. And of course, because this is a video, you can take as many breaks as you need to and just use pause whenever you need to. I highly recommend trying to do the whole class all the way through, but sometimes the phone rings when you know you need to answer it. Sometimes the UPS guy comes, or girl comes, or person comes, so I get it. Use the pause button as your friend. All right, last time through each side. Little break is over. We ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and drop. Last plank. Are we ready? Make sure those shoulders are on top of shoulders and hips are on top of hip. On your mark, get set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Roll onto your back. Open those knees to the side. Hands could be out. You're on your belly, up over your head. Just kind of remove some of that heat that we've been building. We are going to be making our way to standing, and we will be doing a tree balance pose today with that same concept of the 2 30-second holds on each side. But we want to make sure that we're nice and a little bit rested before we're there. So if you want to rock a little side to side, your body knows what it wants. So give it to it. Especially when it comes to yoga. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And let's bring those knees together. And we're going to roll 3 times, and then we're going to stand up. And then make our way standing, nice and slow and controlled, however you would like. Does not have to be graceful, although it can be. Make any adjustments that you need to make now that we're standing. And so we're going to do a little balance before we're ready to do our balance, just to make sure that we are good to go today. So we're going to make sure we have enough room forward and back for our legs to swing. Stabilizing the leg, let's go forward, middle, back. Forward, middle, back. One more. Forward, middle, and back. Other side. Forward, middle, back. Forward, middle, back. And forward, middle, back. All right, now we're going to add in some torso movement. So we're going to go back, center, and front. So if you need to hold on for something, feel free. If you're not ready for that, you can do what we just did the first on round one. So, totally cool. And the movement for the torso is as exaggerated as you would like to make it. All right, so let's go. Reset. Reset. And reset. Side two. Here we go. Reset. Reset. And reset. Okay, so depending on how well or not well that went for you, you can decide, do you need to hold on for something for balance for archery? Do you need to just have your toe on the ground? Are you full on and you're going to have that leg all the way up? Totally up to you. The only rule is you cannot have that foot on the knee because that's the most comfortable place for it. We don't want it there. We don't want to push that extra pressure on the knee. Just not a good idea. I am going to do my balance today right here. That's where I feel comfortable based on how my balance has been through this class already. I know that I can be there and be there for 30 seconds and be in control the whole time. If I know that I want to push myself to that edge, I can bring my foot up higher and then drop it down as I see fit. Where do you want to go today? All right, so 30 seconds each side, just like we did with the side planks on the ground. Okay? So your hands can also be wherever they need to be for counterbalance, including holding on. If you are holding on, I would highly suggest just to have a fingertip there just for stability, not holding on for dear life. Okay, you ready? Pick the legs, pick the hands, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check it out. One side is not going to equal the other side for sure. And pick a spot on the floor or the wall or the ceiling to balance. Don't look at your screen. Okay, round 1, side 2. Lift that leg, lift those hands, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Another helpful little hint while we're taking a break in here. We would like your knee to be pointing out to the side as much as possible. If it can't, because of rotation reasons, I totally understand. Do what you need to do. But if you do have full range of motion, try to get those hips pointed out. At the very least, if you have it at an angle on one side, make sure you have it at the same angle on the other side. Sometimes people lose their balance a little bit, they make some movements, they get a little shaky, they reset, they get themselves situated, and then those knees aren't tracking where they should be. So just a little extra to think about. There's always so much to think about. Just a little extra knowledge to run your way. All right, so we have one more time at each side. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Check it out. You ready? Lift and hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Beautiful. All right, so let's seal that with those little balances we did at the beginning. Just forward, middle, back, torso stays nice and still. I'm gonna have my hands on my hips just so I know that my hips are stable. One's not tilting one way, one's not up high, one's not low. All right, so let's go forward, middle, back, reset. Forward, middle, back, reset, and forward, middle, back, reset. Other side, forward, middle, back, reset, forward, middle, back, reset, forward, middle, back, reset. Beautiful. Shake it out. All right, let's bring those feet nice and wide. Let's just bend one knee and just lean on in, stretching out upper, inner thigh. And back to the center. Other side, same thing. Center. One more time. So one way. Center. And one more time the other way. To the center. Let's bring those toes in and then bring those heels in and then bring those toes in. So we have these like little duck feet going on. We're going to lean forward. Feel a stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Come on up. Come up on our toes and back down. We're going to do that 5 times. All right? So nice and slow. I want you to feel each movement. And if you need to hold on for balance, please do. All right, let's lean forward. Feel that stretch. Come back up. Lift up and slow back down for 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Now, toes out, heels in. Same thing. Lean forward. You're going to feel that stretch in the hamstring differently this time. Come on up. On the toes, back down. It should be a little easier to do those calf raises this time, because this is a more quote-unquote normal position for your feet versus your toes in. We like to challenge ourselves, so that's okay. We're going to do one more. And release. All right, come to the front of your mat. Bring those arms up overhead. Back bend. And release. One more. Come on up. Back bend. Feels good. Come on down. Bend the knees. Bring the chest to the thighs. Hold it here. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring one foot back. Bring the other foot back. Drop to your knees and sit on your heels. Okay. So we're going to do these little camel-esque move here. Not full camel. Just seeing how we feel today. So what's going to happen is we're going to come up here. And we're going to reach behind towards our heels. So maybe you can touch your heels. Maybe that's totally fine. Everything's wonderful and good. Maybe you have a block or two that you can reach as an option. So I'm going to put them on the insides of my feet and I'm going to reach back. I'm going to be here. Or if we don't have anything, that's totally fine. We can come up on our toes and reach here. So this is a little back bend with the variations based on how you feel. And if you're into none of those, maybe you just have the hands on the small of your back and you reach back and you look up to the ceiling if you feel comfortable. Okay? So I think since I have the blocks, I'm going to use the blocks. And they can be up high, they can be in any variation as you see fit based on your needs. So we're going to go into this nice and slow and come out nice and slow, whatever your variation is. So we'll do one round, okay? All right, so I'm gonna lean back. Feel my feet. Feel my prop. Then look up to the sky. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, slowly come on out. All right, let's sit back on our heels all the way. We're gonna have our hands behind us. Palms can be on the ground, but your fingers can face whatever direction they feel fit. And we're going to bring our belly button up to the spine and squeeze those quads and lift them up off the ground a little bit. Same type of thing, looking up to the sky, nice and slow and controlled. Are we ready? All right, let's lift it up. Two more breaths. And let's sit back and release. All right, let's roll onto our backs. And we're going to spend 2 minutes with those legs up in the air. Or they're just straight up in the air using something to put your feet up against. Or using something like a pillow underneath your hips to lift those legs up. So we're going to spend 2 minutes nice and relaxed here. Bringing our heart rate down, getting ourselves mentally prepped for the end of practice. We still have a couple more minutes. Since we worked on some balance, I figure balance the other way. You can close your eyes here. I will tell you when 2 minutes is up. We're about 30 seconds in. 30 more seconds left. All right, let's slowly bring one foot down. And then slowly bring the other foot down. Giving your knees a little squeeze, giving your feet a little squeeze. Bringing those feet to the ground. And dropping those knees to one side. Come back to center, bring those knees to the other side. Come back to the center and setting yourself up for Shavasana. We are going to end class here today. We're going to spend 3 minutes here together. I will then tell you when those 3 minutes are up. And then I invite you to stay as much time as you are willing to give to yourself today based on the things that you have going on. Okay, 3 minutes is up. So as I said before, please stay as long as you can here. And when you are ready, we're slowly going to start wiggling fingers and toes and very slowly coming back in to the space that you're in. Thank you so much for coming to our Rise and Shine today. And I hope to see you again next week.